Seven, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You'll never have the sacred stone.
Oh, this you crazy mother.
Is she satisfied or dissatisfied? She is just a customer, just like everyone else. Like always, giving it to you raw and unedited. Over to you, the short one.
Not today, Samsung. Not today. Do not mess with me. Hi, everybody, and welcome to this week's podcast. Now, I've been told I had a really sort of screechy, annoying voice. So today I'm going to drop it down a level. I don't know, I can't go Barry White, but I will try to bring it down a couple of notches. So anyway, welcome to this week's podcast and how the rain has fallen and how the drizzle has appeared, and do I use an umbrella? Do I put the hood on my coat? But my hood's too big, so I look like I'm swallowed up by my hood. So do I walk in style or do I just look like a Yeti? I don't know. But anyway, so that was my weather report for this week. What's been happening this week? Oh, gosh. So, the other day I went to central London, and I did a day return by train, courtesy of St Albans City Station. And now, every time, like on my Facebook feed and Twitter feed, I always see all these, my train is late from St Albans, or East train, like there's always something kicking off. And I remember I was fretting, thinking, should I just do my usual, drive to London, then just catch a tube? But I thought, no, it's going to mess up my whole plans. So I just literally thought, I am going to use the overground train. And I don't know, maybe I'm VIP already. Am I VIP status yet? Because everything was running smoothly, like literally. And I must admit, I think I missed the first train. So I was in that foyer bit at St Albans City Station, just like looking up at the screens. Don't know why, but I do it, but why do we just look at the screens for a long time as if something miraculous is going to change? But we just standing like zombies, just looking up ahead. But anyway, I was doing that. I had 13 minutes to wait, so I was looking at these screens for 13 minutes. And it's not like you're at Waterloo Station or Victoria or those mainline ones where you can kind of like scroll through, like look through other boards and sort of think, oh my gosh, I could actually take a train to, I don't know, Wales, or I don't know, or Antarctica, or I don't know, North Pole or something. You know, you sort of see places that you've never heard of or bring back memories and you get all nostalgic and stuff. But no, I was just in Albans City Station and just looking up. Train came on time. Platform 3, but that's fine. So I used the stairs because I was on the phone at the same time. And, got to St. Pancras, which I spent many times in my life saying St. Pancreas. But it's actually St. Pancras, isn't it? But yeah, so, everything was fine. Everything was perfect. Even the tube was fine, blah, 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 blah. Anyway, so coming back, again, everything was fine. Well, kind of. King's Cross, I had to wait like 16 minutes for a train. And then 18 minutes was the fast train. So it was that thing of like, is it worth... No, not 18. I think it was like 5 minutes longer. So 21 minutes. And I was thinking, oh, should I wait for the fast train or take the slow train? But I was so tired and I was so hungry. And I just thought, you know what, I'm taking the slow train. So waited for the 16 minutes to get to finally arrive. And train came and thankfully I got a seat. Considering how packed the platform was, platform B, considering how packed it was, which was weird because it was about 4 o'clock. I actually managed, because obviously being a Londoner, I know how to push in. So I managed to like literally get myself into the doors and grab myself a seat. Sat on my seat, everything. Slowest train ever, all the way to St Albans City. Had to go through Hendon, felt a bit emotional. I'm a Hendon girl originally. And got off the I don't know why I'm going into so much detail to this. I really want to fast forward. Okay, so I come out and I think, should I walk it to the town centre? And I thought, why? Why am I going to walk to the town centre for? Let me just get a taxi. No one else was getting a taxi, so how embarrassing was that? But I don't care. Got the taxi, and there's funny door things, and managed to get in a taxi, blah, 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 blah. Sat myself down, and usually with taxi drivers, I mean, I use them as my therapists. Like, oh gosh, since I was like so high, the amount of cab drivers, like Hendon cab drivers, that knew everything about me, like good, bad, or whatever. And they helped me solve my problems as well. It was brilliant. And St Albans, they tend to talk to you as well. Not this driver. No, this driver was like mute. And the short drive to the town centre felt like the longest journey in my life. It felt even longer than going into London, waiting for a train to come and coming back. It felt so long, yet we're just on one piece of road. So anyway, so I just thought to myself, okay, this guy's not wanting conversation. I did try, but all I got was a few grunts here and there. And I kind of thought to myself, dude, I am paying for this, Okay, it might not be like a £20 ride, but still, don't discriminate. But anyway, so as we were getting nearer, I thought, okay, let me just order some Nando's, because I was trying to think, like, what do I want to eat? Oh, let me just get some Nando's. Let me get some cheeky Nando's. So I ordered my Nando's, and they say to me, yep, your order will be ready in 10 minutes. Perfect, great. Because there was a bit of traffic on the Victoria Road, and I could have walked it, but I thought, what's the hell? What's the point? I'm in a cab. So I got to Nando's, let's say I gave them 2 minutes extra, put it that way. So going to Nando's, and, and literally they were like, oh, your order, yeah, it will be ready in about between 15 to 20 minutes. Sorry? 15, 20 minutes. But I told her it was 10. Yeah, we're just putting in some fresh chips. I had not eaten all day. No, tell a lie, I had pancakes in the morning. But that was it, like really early in the morning. But other than that, nothing. I was just like, I'm tired. And the taxi driver didn't help. Maybe if he spoke to me, I probably would have been like, okay, let me stick a seat in a seating area, looking like a child that's waiting for the parents to be picked up. Do you know what I mean? But 15 to 20 minutes for some chips. And the worst thing is about Nando's, because it's chicken and chips, those two ingredients are very important. You can't really have one without the other. So you can't, yes, I could have said, all right, you know what, forget the chips, give me some super grains, because I like the super grains. But no, I wanted chips. But what could I do? So I waited. I went and sat on that chair, in that little waiting area, with a walk that felt it was going forever. And I also felt like I was being naughty as well. Sat down, feet practically touching the floor, just sitting there looking at everyone and, observing everything. And I kept feeling was like, this feels like, I don't know, it felt like, when you were in trouble at school and you were sent to the headmaster's office. It felt like that. And what did I do wrong? But anyway, so I got my chips and my dried chicken. But anyway, gosh, I wish they you know, it's like a 1 in a million chance you get that right chicken from Nando's when they cook it properly and it's juicy. You know what I mean? It's always like a lottery. I'm hating this low-pitched voice. I feel like I'm sounding so boring. But I don't know. Anyway, So that was that with the Nando story. Anyway, that whole, I don't know how long it's taken to say all this. That was all Nando's story, but that's all I wanted to say, really. So I finally upgraded. Yep, I upgraded my phone, and as in I've actually taken the SIM card out of the old one and put it into the new one. Even right now, I'm using my new phone, but I'll tell you about that later. But let's take a break. So don't forget, on the website, www.iamjustacustomer.com. On Facebook and Instagram, it's I Am Just a Customer. On Twitter, it's I'm Just a Customer. Don't forget, wherever you're hearing this, share it, share it, share it. And also put reviews. Even, like I always say, even if you say, oh, this is shit. Oh, I hate her voice. I don't care. I wish I had her life. Wow, she sounds so amazing. She sounds cool. Oh, I've seen her pictures on Instagram. She's so hot. I don't care. Just do something. And also, don't forget to follow Facebook, and don't forget to follow Twitter, and don't forget to follow, what's the other one? Instagram. So anyway, so continuing on, so I went to Robert Dias. Notice my voice is getting pitchier now. I went to Robert Dias, and cause I've mentioned this before in my earlier podcasts, but I'm going to say it again. Robert Dias are the kings or queens of bin liners. That's all, bin liners. Yes, they do other stuff there as well. Yep. Great. But I love their bin liners. I mean, if I ever tried to buy a bin liner, which is, I've never done that, but when someone says, oh, can you just help me, I'm at someone's house, by the way, and they'll say to me, oh, can you just put this bin liner in the bin or something? It hasn't got the quality of the Robert Dias. My fingers are going through the hole. Like, my fingers are literally going through the plastic. I can see them on the other side. I look like I've got fingerless gloves. And I'm just like, oh, gosh. And then I say, didn't you buy those from Robert Dias? No, I got it from Asda, or I got it from Sainsbury's. You should go to Robert Dias, mate. They do the best bin liners. And then then we start joking and laughing the fact that we're actually talking about bin liners. But it is important. Bin liners are very, very important. Think how important bin liners are. When you throw away all that trash, uneaten food or whatever, don't you just want it to make sure that it's secure in a bin liner? I don't have that problem with the bin liner rips. Even when you tie it together and you get that last waft of stale food up your nostrils, my bin liner is intact. Absolutely intact. It's brilliant. That's from Robert Dias, so I'm not sponsored by, but hey ho. So anyway, I got into Robert Dias the other day and to get some bin liners. And it was weird. The guy said, young man said to me, £3.49. I gave him a tenner. But he put the change on the counter. And my hand was visibly there, open palmed. And I thought, oh, okay. All right. And I had difficulty with my nails trying to pick up the coin bits. So I had to slide it off. But I just thought, oh, well, that's a bit rude. But, and I'm not going to say it's about anything. I didn't look around and do demographics and of this and that and, socioeconomic grouping or anything like that. I didn't do any of that, so I'm not going to say it was for anything, but I just thought to myself, oh, wow, this is a new thing now. You literally just put the change on the counter. I normally see that like happening in bars and stuff, like in American bars. On the counter, my hand's there. And I look stupid. I look like Oliver Twist saying, please, sir, can I have some more? Don't make me feel that way. Just put the change in my hand. I'm not going to grab your hand and pull you over the counter and kidnap you, for goodness sake. I've got other things I need to buy. Do you know what I mean? I've got Vimto to buy. Yeah, I did have Vimto to buy. And some face cream. So anyway, so that was that with Robert Dias. I just... And seriously, okay, so this weekend, Saturday, I like to just stay away from the crowd. So I haven't been to the market for a long time on Saturday, right? I must admit, yeah, I always complain how empty it is on Wednesday. Maybe Saturday's a full market, I don't know. But I haven't done that for the longest while. So to avoid crowds and, claustrophobia, people stepping on your feet, oh gosh, I'm sorry, even though you stepping on my foot, I'm apologizing. I tend to go out on the Sunday. That's if I want something, to go and buy something. This Sunday I went and I thought, where are all these people coming from? It was crowded. There wasn't a market on there, but it was just so busy. Like, busy. And I thought, wow. But this is good, right? It's a good thing. I mean, it was a manageable crowd for me. I was able to, you can't walk in a straight line. People stop in front of you in the street. I'm not a fast walker, trust me. I'm the most slowest walker ever. I literally walk backwards. That's how slow I walk, But it's like when you're walking, I put my headphones on, I'm listening to my true crime podcasts, and I'm in my own zone because it's like a murder, or I'm hearing a real 911 call. So I'm really intense in it, and I'm walking in the high street, and then suddenly someone will just stop in front of me, and someone's being beeped, and I'll just be like, oh gosh, and then I'm put into reality again, like, oh yeah, I'm in the real world. But it's just like, it was crowded there, but it was good. There was queues which I had to join and all this kind of stuff, but yeah, I got what I wanted and everything like that. But yeah, it's nice to see St. Albans, with loads of people in it. It's great. I love it. And the homeless people got tents as well, But gosh, those closed buildings, they really are ugly. Anyway, so let's talk about Samsung. Right. Now, my first Android phone was a Samsung. Then I thought, because I was their first. They were my first network from changing from, I don't know, not network, whatever, operating system. From changing from, Nokia Lumia crap. But anyway, so Samsung were my first Android. So I wasn't loyal to them as of yet because, I was new to the market, the Android market. So when my upgrade came, this is like many years ago, I tried HTC. HTC, a bit dodgy when it was coming up close to my, I think I was 6 months left for my contract to end. And boy, was I counting the days. And their customer service, oh gosh, it was diabolical. It was so bad. It was, oh gosh, it was the worst ever. And I remember that one conversation or bust up, should I say, he had the upper hand. He knew my address. I only knew that he worked for Nokia. I'm not Nokia, pardon me, HTC. But it was a proper bust up over the phone. It got a bit nasty as well. But yeah, that's when I knew, you know what? I am never touching HTC again. Ever. I don't care. I'm going to go back to Samsung. And so I went back to Samsung and everything was great. I love this whole Samsung thing where they can do remote things on your phone. So if you're like, oh, how do I do this? And they're like, download this app and then, request this, request that. And then they take over your phone and stuff. So you can just lie there, kick back, relax, So I did my upgrade and everything, swapped my SIM card into the new one, into the S9. Now, For my emails, I've got like a million email addresses. A million. Okay, 1,012,000 to be exact. No, 1,013,000. So I was like, oh gosh, if you can transfer data so easily from one handset to another, why for the life of Samuel Pepys can't you just be able to transfer the emails as well? Or Samsung, you're wanting me to do them manually myself and create all these IMAPs and IMAPs this and SMTP this? Seriously? Oh yeah, they were serious. I called up the customer service. First guy I got was such an arsehole. Seriously. That I hang up. I literally just hang up. And then I do what I normally do, because when I get like somebody that's just being an arse, I'll just hang up on you, press redial, get someone else. Yeah, that's how I do it. But I press redial, and for the first time ever in the ShortOne's life, I got the same person again. Hi, my name is, because there's Samsung technical support, how can I help? And I thought, for fuck's sake, hang up again. Then I went to go put my washing in and all this kind of stuff, clean up the kitchen, do some laundry, contemplated doing some yoga or Pilates. Don't worry, I don't do neither or either. All this, I literally just thought, let me just give it as long as I could. So then called back, got this lady on the phone. I thought, thank goodness for that. Went through the same, and you know what? She put me in hold. She goes, let me try and find out from the other support, a bit higher than me. She went with it. I thought, you know what? I bet you she's going to say the same shit that I've got to do it myself. But at least she's trying. At least she's trying. But in the end, she couldn't help me. But you know what? I was literally thankful for her. Because she actually tried her best. But anyway, so I thought, oh gosh. I looked at both phones. I even thought, I'm going to return the S9. I'm literally going to return the S9 and keep my S7. Just for the sake of avoiding to do my emails all from scratch. I mean, can you imagine 1,013,000 emails? Literally 1,013,000. And you want me to do each one by one. So just as I was about to start packing up all my S9 shit, I thought, oh yeah, Facebook Messenger. Went on to Facebook Messenger. Hi. Told them blah, blah, blah. Is there a way for transferring? No. And the woman said, well, I don't know if it was a woman, whatever. And she basically said that, unfortunately not, but have you tried? She said, unfortunately, if you just log in, it will just do it. And I was like, no, because the other ones are different domains. It's not like a Hotmail and Gmail. I mean, for goodness sake. And then this is in my head. And then she ended it with, have you actually started it? So the way she had worded it sounded like she might have something for me. Like another little trick for me. So I quickly wrote back and I was like, no, I haven't started it yet. But yeah, what you said, that's what I want to do. Like so excited, literally excited. And then didn't get an apply. Oh, gosh. When you're holding the phone and you're waiting for someone to ring? I was literally like that for about 4 hours. Then finally they responded and said, yeah, but unfortunately we can't do that. I was like, what's the point of just putting a question mark then? What's the point? If you put a question mark, that means someone's going to answer it. Why don't you take off that question mark and leave that as a statement? No, you're getting my hopes high. So then I thought, that's it. I'm just going to return the S9. I'm just going to do it. So that night couldn't sleep. I literally could not sleep because I just thought, there must be a way. There must be a way. And then, just like that, I went, Eureka. I know what to do. And you know what? I managed to do it without having, well, technically I did, but not the way they told me to do it. So far, I am happy with my S9, but to Samsung, geez, sometimes it's better to spend 24 hours using Google than spending, 7 minutes on the phone with Samsung. And it wasn't even an idea from Samsung. Mostly it was mine, but I had to double check that is that a way to do it. And I'm still under the warranty. You know, I haven't done anything naughty, but it's just something I thought, why didn't I think of this earlier? Anyway, so before I go, with this rain, you know, you get sludgy stuff and all this kind of stuff. I was crossing the road earlier and there was this furry thing that was black and white and it's been squashed a million times. And when I was crossing, the road wasn't that busy, but I stood there and I looked at it, which felt like a lifetime of looking at it. I was trying to figure out, what the hell is that? Is that a dead animal? A glove? A scarf? I've no idea what it was, but it was just there on the road. I couldn't see any blood. I couldn't see any bones. So maybe we could rule out an animal unless with cars and trucks and all that kind of stuff, the bones were really squashed and they disintegrated into the rain and, blah, blah, blah. But I still don't know what it was. It's a mystery, right? But you know what's not a mystery? Love, peace, and motherfucking hair grease.
Oh, this you crazy mother.